The following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Formation handoff to Overstreet around the right-hand side. Overstreet picks it up on, and there he goes! Overstreet! Touchdown! Wolfpack! Garcia back to pass. He's going to throw it deep, and a pass is caught. He caught Wybuska trying to beat Grayson, and he makes the tackle at the 17, and the Legends have to burn a timeout. Unbelievable. Formation, Marconi back to pass. Marconi throws it over the middle, and it's a touchdown, Maulers. James Cooley with the touchdown. As it will flip it out to Sim, and Sim makes the play. 10-5 touchdown. The doctor is in. The Crabs have a lead. Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida in Pride Park. Today's game, the Cleveland Vipers and the home Tallahassee Pride is on its way here on Pride Football Radio on the Sim Football Network on Twitch. Welcome to Florida. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine, and today the Cleveland Vipers, who have had a really rough start to their season, take on the Tallahassee Pride and Ebenezer Taylor and Alexander West, who are looking to bounce back from a 31-24 gut-wrenching loss to the Baltimore Crabs last week. Let's head down to the field for the coin toss. This is the Simulation Football League.
Good seat. Go.
Gentlemen, please make your call.
Heads.
It is tails.
Good kick.
The Pride have won the toss and select a kick.
Tallahassee puts their defense on the field first. Second game of week number 4. The 0-2 Vipers and the 1-1 Pride doing battle in Teal Conference action. The All Purples have the ball teed up, and we are underway. Short kick to the 12. Cleveland on the return. 25 past the 30. Makes a couple of moves and a nice return up to the 33-yard line for Cleveland. Return man slow to get up, but he eventually gets up off his feet. Vipers in the road white helmets, white jerseys with the brown pants, brown numbers, white and light red trim. Tallahassee in the all purples with the golden yellow numbers and the golden yellow trim. First and 10 of the 33. Two in the backfield, the handoff goes to Chris Davis, and Davis picks up 5. First carry of the game for Davis. Sets up a second down and 5, and let's see how these two teams break down. Cleveland's had a rough stretch. 0-2, giving up a league worst 43 points per game while scoring a league worst 14 points per game, trying to reverse their misfortunes today here in Florida. Second down and 5, and the handoff goes to Davis, and he hurdles a defender, spins off another tackle, and then is brought down after a 2-yard gain to bring up a third down and 3. Chris Davis has been relied on heavily in the first part of the season. We expect the Cleveland Vipers to get a bit more aggressive today, but Cleveland has not been able to unleash an aggressive attack all year. They have played a team with 2 gold safeties, and here today they're playing a Tallahassee squad with 2 silver safeties as Chris Davis loses one on the third down carry, and it's going to be a quick 3 and out for the Vipers. Not how they wanted to start this ball game, as Floyd Lee makes the tackle, and a good start for the Tallahassee defense, who for about 2.5 quarters in Baltimore last week really held the Crabs down pretty good. And the Viper punt is away from the 21-yard line. The Pride up on the return of the 24. So out comes Alexander West for the first time today. Wearing number 7, Alexander West, and the offense has not been too shabby. He is 4th in the league in passing yards per game, 313.5 per contest. Trailing just Rocco Marconi, Mike Dazzo, and Daniel Garcia. First down and 10 from the 24-yard line. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. And dropping back to pass is West. He will have to check it down to Dwayne Lane, and Lane is going to be stopped after just a 3-yard gain. So good coverage down the field by the Cleveland Vipers to start things off, as West just has to check it down. Brings up 2nd down and 7 from the 27-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Kidd is to the bottom of the screen. Kelvin Kidd, that is. Jordan Jennings, top of the screen. Jennings has had a great start to his career here in Tallahassee. Cleveland showing blitz. They back off. Rush just 3. West deep drop back, fires right side. That pass is caught by Dolman. That's a first down. Tallahassee Pride up to the 36-yard line. Nicely done by Asante Dolman around the right-hand side. And some good yak yards for the big fella. Dolman, a key cog in this offense on his 5th team in 5 years, formerly with this organization led by Ronnie Nickens. West changing the play, back to pass. West looking left, over the hands of the outstretched defender. That is caught for another Tallahassee Pride first down to midfield, and that is the non-star receiver Parks moving the chains. Well done by Alexander West. He had to put that ball in the perfect position to float it over the outstretched hands of the Viper defense, and Tallahassee is off to a strong start. First down and 10 to the 50. 7 in the box for Cleveland. They rush 4, and West goes over the middle, and that pass is caught to the 32, again 18 yards. Kelvin Kidd, back-to-back first downs. Tallahassee Pride, and Kidd, Parks, and Dolman all have a catch on the drive, along with Lane. West 4 for 4. A very nice opening drive here for Tallahassee in the early stages, taking what the Vipers give them. 2 receivers, Jennings in the slot, Kidd to the bottom of the screen, and West out of the shotgun back to throw. West looking to set up a screen, but it's blown up, and Alexander West is sacked for a loss of 7 outside of field goal range. Alexander West was looking for Kelvin Kidd on a little slip screen, and Lee Tuck-Inyuk makes the sack. Czech Congo missed out on his opportunity, but Inyuk makes the play, the former legend.
2nd and 16.
Vipers have a couple of guys on the defensive line, just like Tallahassee. They'd love to make plays. Nobody's been as big of a force as Ebenezer Taylor, as West drops back to pass on a 2nd and long. West is looking, floats it down the middle, and that pass is nearly picked off. Ahmad Arrington, a rare drop of an interception, as everyone dropped back in coverage on that play, and the Vipers have forced a 3rd down and long. Tallahassee has been good on 3rd downs, both offensively and defensively this year. Number 4 in 3rd down conversion at 48.4%. And number 3 in opponents' 3rd down conversion, just 40.6%. 3rd down and 17 at the 38. Back to pass is West. West has to get it away in a hurry. The check down is caught by Jennings, but well shy of the first down. Pretty solid coverage there by Koyama Shigeki, who has had a lot of trouble defending star receivers this year since moving over to Cleveland, and the Vipers force a field goal on Tallahassee's opening drive. And they can thank their pressure on Alexander West for that, as the Pride, after West goes perfect on the drive throwing the football, a perfect 6 for 6, will have to attempt a 45-yard field goal from the right hash. And the field goal for Tallahassee is on its way, and that field goal is missed wide right. And the Cleveland Vipers get out of Dodge. They Don't give up any points, says Derek Brown. Can't squeeze it. And the Vipers will take over in pretty decent field position. Cleveland 3 and out on their first possession. I formation, or excuse me, 3 in the backfield with Chris Davis, the I back. Scott King, top of the screen. He has really struggled to get going this season as the handoff goes to Davis for the 4th straight time, and Davis picks up 4. Caleb Wright just seems reluctant to test the waters of Ivan Mixon and Julius O'Neal in the secondary. Also, Darian McCormick one-on-one on Scott King for most of the day at corner. Floyd Lee and Ebenezer Taylor, the other defenders, star defenders for this Tallahassee team. 2nd and 6 at the 39. 5 minutes into Saturday afternoon football here on the Sim Football Network on Twitch. Hand off again to Davis, his 5th carry, and that is nearly, well, no, he did not get the first down. A couple of times it looked like Davis was easily going to stretch across the sticks, but is unable to do so, and it brings up a 3rd and short for Cleveland. Caleb Wright still is yet to throw a pass. West threw 6 on that opening drive. 3rd down and 1 again. Number 3 in a 3rd down defense is Tallahassee, and Caleb Wright is changing the play. And Wright is going to toss it out to Davis, and he's going to lose yardage. Another 3 and out without a pass for the Cleveland Vipers as this offense continues to stay way too passive, and Tallahassee forces a punt, and Cleveland will kick it away. It's just hard to fathom why Cleveland has gone away so far away from Caleb Wright. It's really hard to explain. Owner Ronnie Nickens making adjustments and just can't seem to get Scott King, Noel Kreis in the passing game going as Tallahassee returns up to the 23-yard line where they will set up for their 2nd possession. Let's take a look at the stat breakdown once again of these two teams. On Tallahassee's side, they're scoring and giving up under 30 points per game, so they play a lot of defensive games. They struggle in the run department, just 67 yards per game. They look to improve on that during this game this afternoon as Alexander West has plenty of time, but now the pocket is collapsing and Alexander West is going to take off. He tried to slide, but then took a shot. Inyuk makes the tackle, a 6-yard gain for Alexander West on the quarterback scramble as Lee Tuck Inyuk was a little desperate there trying to catch up with him. But those big boys on the line eat too much steak to catch Alexander West and the speedsters alike. Back to pass is West, and West drops it off to Lane, and Lane past the 30 gets 3 yards and gets up to the 32-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and short. Third down and 1 at the 32, no score. 4:35 to go. Cleveland tight on the line, hand off to Dwayne Lane, and Cleveland's defense forces a 3 and out of their own. So both teams are playing solid D here as Tallahassee will kick it away, and it brings up a 4th down.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming. I'm gonna block the punt.
Kick is away, nearly blocked. Cleveland's defense giving up over 40 points per game, off to a great start here today as the Vipers will return up to the 34-yard line. So Cleveland is holding their own despite no first downs in the first 2 drives, and the Vipers take over for the 3rd time in this quarter. missed Thursday night's game. The Renegades beat the Knights in a thriller, defensive thriller, 17-16. Handoff goes to Davis again, and Davis along the right side picks up 5. Chris Davis getting a good chunk of yardage on first down. They just have not been able to move the chains. 3.5 to go in the first quarter of play. We're still scoreless here from Pride Park. Pride won their home opener 30-21 over the Orlando Intimidators a couple of weeks ago. And Wright drops back to pass for the first time today, and down the field the pass is caught. First down to the Tallahassee 35, a gain of 25 yards to their top receiver, Scott King. And that's a Cleveland first down near field goal range. So Caleb Wright starts the game off with a 25-yard pass. A nice throw over the defense as Ivan Mixon makes the stop. First down at the 35-yard line, 4 receivers, 3 to the right-hand side as Wright drops to throw, and Wright's pass is incomplete. Matt Craig defending. And Caleb Wright looking for, I believe it was Scott King again over the middle of the field, and no, it was Noel Kreis, the running back turned receiver from Honolulu to Cleveland. 2nd and 10 to the 35, Wright back-to-back passes. Hand off to Chris Davis, and Davis picks up 3. Third down and 7. Third down and 7 at the 32. Wright drops to throw, and Wright is going to be planted outside of field goal range. A sack for a loss of 7 yards. That is Ebenezer Taylor's 4th of the season. He leads the SFL. Ebenezer Taylor, just right as Caleb Wright was about to get the ball away, forces him out of field goal range, and Minardi has to punt the football. A great defensive stand for Taylor and the Pride, and once again coming up big on third down. And Minardi kicks it away from the 11, and a fair catch is called. So the Pride will be backed up. So both teams' defenses are on point here in the opening quarter of work, but Tallahassee's offense a little stagnant after that last 3 and out. Dwayne Lane has yet to get going, and he has struggled getting carries and yards in the first half of football games this year. Ebenezer Taylor, 4 sacks in 3 games. He is worth every penny at the gold spot. The handoff goes to Dwayne Lane around the left side. Dwayne Lane breaks out 35-40. Dwayne Lane to midfield and to the Cleveland 49-yard line. A rare burst from the speedster in the backfield. First down, Tallahassee Pride. First down and 10 at the 49-yard line. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Left-hand side, I formation for the Pride after Dwayne Lane's long run down the left side. And again, West just has to fire it out to Lane, who's got some open field in front of him, and Lane picks up 6 yards. West just got that ball out of his hands. Brings up 2nd down and 4. Second down and 4 at the 43. Second and 4, West, pass caught by Dolman. That's another Tallahassee Pride first down to the 32. Asante Dolman with that catch. And Dolman, a big pickup. A big free agent acquisition this offseason. And Frank Gooden, the owner of the Pride, spoke on that pickup.
We were ecstatic to come out of free agency with the big tight end, Asante Dolman. We feel he can be a playmaker in this offense. All he has to do is get open, which he certainly has the skill to be able to do. And I firmly believe that West will find him. We're going to continue to look for ways to get him involved. The coaching staff is going to do our part. But I think he's set and primed to have some big games for us this season.
End of one here from Pride Park in Tallahassee. We got no score, and we'll be back after these messages. This is the Sim Football Network on Twitch. Your big-time performer in Week 3 is DR Sim for the Baltimore Crabs. He caught 2 touchdown passes and had the biggest receiving yards game of the season across the SFL. Sim helped the Baltimore Crabs get past the Tallahassee Pride despite a 15-point deficit in the second quarter. DR Sim becomes the first Baltimore Crab and the first wide receiver to win the Player of the Week honors. Start of the second quarter. West back to pass, and that pass caught over the middle of the field to the 16-yard line. First down, Tallahassee Pride. Jordan Jennings makes the play, and that's his first catch of the day. Dealing with some background issues today, so I apologize for that. First down and 10 at the 16-yard line as Tallahassee's out of the shotgun in scoring position in a scoreless game, and that pass is caught by Kidd. That's a 7-yard pickup to about the 9.5-yard line, and Alexander West, one of the things that he's done well today is he is spreading the ball around. Kelvin Kidd, Dwayne Lane, Asante Dolman, Jordan Jennings, they are all in the mix, all with multiple catches here in the first half. Cleveland's kept things in front of them, however, and that's kept it close. No score, but the Pride are closer than either team has been all day as Dwayne Lane takes a handoff up the middle, but he won't get anything. Tackle made by the non-star Curry, and it sets up a third down and 3. Third and 3 at the 9. 2 receivers, 1 to either side. West out of the shotgun. West back to pass. Looking down the middle. That pass is caught. That's a first and goal. Tallahassee Pride. And another catch, I believe, for Jordan Jennings. And Alexander West right now is playing pitch and catch with the Viper defense. First down and goal at the 3. 2 in the backfield, 2 receivers. 5 on the line, 9 in the box for Cleveland. The handoff goes to Lane, and Lane will not get around the right side. No gain, brings up second and goal. Zach Elfage on the tackle. Second down and goal from the 3. 2 receivers to the far left-hand side. Nobody on the right side of the field. Cleveland tied up on the line. Lane's going to get another carry. And Dwayne Lane's going to get it! Touchdown, Tallahassee Pride! Boy, a big block up the middle. Springs Dwayne Lane, and finally the Pride break the scoreless tie. Extra point is up and good. And it's Pride 7 and Cleveland nothing. Pride kick it away. From the 7-yard line, Cleveland past the 20, 25 up to the 27-yard line. 7-0 on a Dwayne Lane touchdown. Saturday afternoon football here on the Sim Football Network. Vipers trying to avoid 0-3. The Oklahoma City Renegades avoided 0-3 on Thursday. Highlights are taking a little longer than usual to develop. They should be up late this evening. From that game and this game as well on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/simulationfl. Subscribe if you already haven't done so. First down for Wright in an empty backfield. Back to throw. He will throw it short to Scott King, and that pass is caught for 7 yards to the sideline of the 34. And that's what we are used to seeing out of Cleveland. Just the quick passes and the directness to Scott King and their big receivers down the field. And they have started to open up the offense on the last couple of drives. That's good to see. Second down and 3 at the 34, 3 in the backfield. And Davis takes the handoff. Davis with a spin move up the middle. There goes Chris Davis past midfield. And Davis is going to be wrestled down. It takes about 4 different Pride defenders to finally bring him down. All the way up to the Pride 47-yard line. That's a Cleveland first down. And the best run of the day for Chris Davis. And he just found a seam. Nice cutback to the left-hand side. And he found what he was looking for. Tallahassee, whose pass defense is not too good so far this year. Their run defense certainly has been better. But a good run there from Davis as that pass from Wright is caught, and Wright's in a rhythm, and staying in bounds is Scott King for another Viper first down to the Tallahassee 33-yard line. And Scott King is woken up here in the second quarter. Nicely done as he breaks a tackle from Darian McCormick, and he has made McCormick look pedestrian this afternoon after a solid start to his rookie campaign. Mixon on the tackle.
Oh.
7-0 Pride, 8:40 to go in the first half. First and 10 from the 33. Four receivers, empty backfield. Right, nearly sacked, avoids it. The pass is perfect to the Pride 14-yard line to Scott King. Another Cleveland Viper first down. And that actually might have been Noel Christ, beg your pardon, but Ebenezer, check that, a defensive tackle came in unblocked opposite of Taylor, and Caleb Wright steps to the side and makes it happen. First down into the red zone of the 14-yard line, and Wright is in a rhythm. Hand off to Davis. Davis can't spin away, lost 2 yards. As you look at the running back numbers, Dwayne Lane actually outperforming Davis so far this afternoon. 2nd and 12 after the 2-yard loss. Back to the 17-yard line, 3 in the backfield. King to the bottom of the screen. 7 in the box for Tallahassee. And the handoff will go to Davis. Davis trying to cut it back, and there was no room anywhere. Pride sniffed that one out. Morton on the stop, 3rd and long. Third down, 12. Wright's in the shotgun with 5 wide receivers. Back to throw. Wright going to the end zone, and the pass is knocked away and incomplete. Looking for Noel Christ, and Tallahassee's defense comes up with a red zone stop. Julius O'Neal defending the play. And Christ just on a straight go route, one-on-one coverage, and O'Neal safely knocks it away and gets a bonus shot on the former legend. So field goal unit comes out for Cleveland, but at least they salvage the drive with some points. This is a field goal from 33. Tallahassee missed a field goal from 45 yards away earlier in the game. And from the left hash, 33-yard kick. Low snap, and just getting the kick away. It is good from 33 yards. And boy, the kicker had to sweat that one out, as they almost couldn't even get the ball down. Barber's kick is pure, 7-3. Cleveland next plays the Legends. Second time those two teams will get together this season. That's a short week, too. They play them in 5 days on Thursday Night Football. That game in Honolulu. The Legends looking like one of the top teams in the league through the first 3 weeks. From the 9-yard line, Tallahassee on the return. Past the 25, up to the 29-yard line. Good kick. Run back. For Tallahassee, they next take on their Florida rivals again for the second time, the Orlando Intimidators. They have 12 days to prepare for that game. That is also Thursday Night Football. Pride have a bye next week. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. 7-3 Pride. Early stages of this one, Dwayne Lane scored a touchdown on the previous possession for Tallahassee. And West drops to pass. Left side, pass caught. Wide open and a lot of room to run. Jordan Jennings, first down. The Viper 46, a pickup of 25 yards. Jordan Jennings somehow gets free. And Shigeki went to defend Lane in the flats and looks like forgot all about Jordan Jennings onto the outside. If there's one thing Alexander West has been doing well today, it's not throwing incompletions. The guy is very efficient. Only 7th in pass efficiency coming into the game, but having a good one here so far today against Cleveland. West back to pass. West fires it right. That pass is caught. A 7-yard gain again. That is Kelvin Kidd. And Kelvin Kidd has been the checkdown man today for the Pride. He's got nearly a handful of catches to the Cleveland 40 now. Halfway through the second quarter. The Pride, one of many teams at 1-1 heading into week 4. 2nd and 3 from the 40, and Cleveland jumps offside. Free play for Dwayne Lane. He's going to get a first down and more, up to about the 33-yard line. I would suspect they decline the penalty and keep the run. First down, Tallahassee Pride. And another strong run from Dwayne Lane.
Neutral zone infraction, number 94. Keep it. The penalty is declined.
Pride first down. Cameron Brantley struggling for the Cleveland Vipers so far this season. He was brilliant last year in his All-Star campaign. Owner Ronnie Nickens talked to us about
This is
Cameron Brantley in pregame.
inside linebacker Cameron Brantley. From what I've seen, this training camp should continue his growth, and we're expecting another All-Star season from him. I feel this defense should have a solid season.
So far, not so good for Mr. Nickens, but they're playing a pretty good ball game here today, giving up just 7 points in the first half, but the Pride are on the move again. 2nd and 3 from the 26 out of the I. West deep drop back. West going to fire it down the field. Pass is caught for a Tallahassee Pride touchdown. Kelvin Kidd has 5 grabs in the first half. One-on-one coverage. Alexander West fires it. And going for the pick, a non-star safety, and he lost the battle. So Tallahassee back-to-back touchdown drives, and the first touchdown of the day for Alexander West and Kelvin Kidd. The extra point is good, and it's Tallahassee 14, Cleveland 3, with 4:53 to go in the second quarter. Tallahassee kicks it deep. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. You're watching the Sim Football Network on Twitch. Shout out to those of you spending your Saturday afternoon with us in the chat room. Darth Destro MD, DHMYC, Dwee23. I'm your hero. Lou Wolfpack, MyMaj C, Ramos Lynn, Spectacular Poo 1424. TJ Cag SFL, True Shot Caller 1, Xanthos and X Factor 56. As you look at Davis's numbers through a quarter and a half, 11 carries, 40 yards. 4 receivers for Caleb Wright. He will hand it off on the inside to Davis, and Davis is wrapped up. That is Ebenezer Taylor. Everything Taylor touches turns to stone. I mean, he is just a brilliant force on the defensive line. 2nd down and 12, and that's how Cleveland started their red zone trip. Last possession with a 2-yard loss. Empty backfield for Wright. Deep drop back, Wright. Hit as he threw. The pass is caught. Pass midfield to the Tallahassee 49. And that was White, the non-star tight end, going deep. Jim White with the first down, and you don't often see that, but a nice route run, and Caleb Wright got wallpapered. I mean, he became one with the turf. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 5 receivers and an empty backfield. Caleb Wright has been pretty efficient with the football when he's gotten his opportunities. Back to pass. Wright looks right side. That pass caught by King. And King is run out of bounds after an 8-yard gain.
Number 22 with the push out of bounds.
2nd down, 2. DHMYC asks in the chat, how do you contain Ebenezer Taylor if you're on offense? You get down on your knees, you fold your hands, and you pray. A league-leading 4 sacks as the handoff will go to Davis. Davis gets it outside and then cuts it back in. Took the long way around, but does pick up the first down for Cleveland, the Tallahassee 36. Nice job by Davis splitting the defense. Dan Stevens, Peter O'Keefe coming up with the first half highlight stats and analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas on the 2K Sports Halftime Report. 4 receivers. Handoff goes to Davis. Davis breaks off a tackle, and Davis picks up 7. Some tough running from Chris Davis. Sets up a second down and 3. Scott King, we're used to seeing him at the top of the charts. He's not top 10 in any receiving category coming into the game, but has had probably his best half of football here today. Cleveland on the move, down 11. Trying to make it a little closer. 2 backs, 3 receivers, and the handoff goes to Davis. Davis up the middle. He's got the first down to the 26-yard line, a 4-yard gain. And Chris Davis sticking with it up to 15 carries now. They like to ground and pound here in Cleveland, and Davis is the workhorse. First down, 10 from the 26, 3 in the backfield now. Caleb Wright's going to change the play. Tallahassee has 5 down linemen and 8 in the box. Wright on a draw, hands it off to Davis, and he picks up just 2. Sets up a second down and 8. That could have been worse for Cleveland. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Tallahassee Pride Radio Network.
Get some pride on 1010 AM WJGL, the Jungle Sports Radio.
Second down and 8 at the 24. 14-3, Vipers down 11, but have kept things pretty competitive here in the first half. Handoff Davis, second and 8. He's got a lot of room, and Chris Davis took a hit from Darian McCormick. That slowed him down. Otherwise, that was a freight train going loose off the tracks. A nice play by McCormick to slow him down. A 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd down and short for the Vipers, who are 8th in the league in 3rd down conversion, 42.9%. 3rd down and 2 from the 18-yard line. They're going to hand it off one more time to Davis on a counter, and he lost a yard. Tackle made by the non-star linebacker, Flugents. 4th down, Cleveland. They'll have to settle for another field goal, but it will cut it down to a 1-score game once again. This from 35 yards away. They made one from 33 on the right hash. Left hash, excuse me. Wasting some clock. Good strategy there by the Vipers. From 35 yards away. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is up for Barber, and the kick is good. 45 seconds to go in the opening half, and Cleveland, despite not getting into the end zone, has stayed with the Pride. It's 14-6. And we mentioned when we broke down the teams in the DAC Stats stat breakdown, the Tallahassee Pride play close, low-scoring ball games. They beat Orlando 30-21. They lost to Baltimore 31-24. This team, we really have not seen an MO of racking up the points or racking up the yards. They just continue to go about their business looking for success. From the 11-yard line, Pride on the return, past the 20-25, and the Pride put down the 29. First down for the Pride. Can they push the score up to their largest lead of the day, which would be 14, potentially 15? And off to Dwayne Lane. Lane up the middle. Nice run. 7-yard pickup in the Pride. We'll call timeout. That was a test. of the Viper defense. And I think Tallahassee has answered their own question. They want to push the ball up the field. Now at the 36, they're about, I'd say, 30, 35 yards away from field goal range. And if you're missing from 45, maybe a little more. 14-6, Pride have 2 timeouts. 4 down linemen for Cleveland. Check that. 3 down linemen, 3-4 formation, 2 deep safeties. Right back to throw, or West back to throw, and that pass is out of the hands of Farmer, and that was not the best throw from Alexander West today. Threw it to the wrong shoulder, and that's a tough catch for a tight end to make. Brings up 3rd down and short. Don't want to give Cleveland any last bit of hope here at the end of the half. Might see the Pride run the football here. Back to pass. West. Check down in traffic, but the pass is caught. Nicely done. Jordan Jennings makes the play. 1st down and 10. That clock is ticking. Down to 2 timeouts. Tallahassee in Hail Mary range. West going to hand it off to Lane. And Lane is still trying to find some room to the outside, and they're just trying to get close enough to chuck it into the end zone at this point. Down to 7 seconds to go in the half. They're going to run another play. West back to pass. West fires it down the field. The pass is caught into field goal range. And the timeout is made with 1 second left. 1 second on the clock. Tallahassee gets into field goal range on a risky play from Coach Dawkins and West. And this will set up a 40-yard field goal. An excellent 2-minute drive from Tallahassee. That was a big risk. Big risk, and Tallahassee will get a chance to add 3 on the board before the half. A 40-yard field goal they missed from 45. Kick is on its way. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe have the halftime call. Tallahassee has the lead over the Vipers. This is the Sim Football Network on Twitch.
Kicks from 40 yards out, and this one is up and in.
Lowell Doyle handles this high snap perfectly. Sets up the ball. There's the kick, and it's good. 3 points.
The field goal will extend their lead some here in the first half.
It's still early, but the momentum is definitely behind them now.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Pride enjoying the lead, 17-6.
Well, Dan, what do you say? You ready to dive into the 2K Sports halftime show?
A look at our halftime stats here, and boy, look at the difference in passing yards. The Pride are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 7 connected with his man on this one. Unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the play. Towards the end of the first quarter, number 19 would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Unfortunately, the drive stopped shortly afterwards, and they had to punt it away. Still late in the first, number 23 is going to get the carry here as they grind it out on the ground, and he makes the most of this one. They get the first score and go up by 7. The Vipers, later in the second, number 34 would make the first guy miss, and then he'd rip off a chunk of yardage here. That set up a 34-yard field goal. The Vipers trailing 7-3. Number 7 would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. A 25-yard touchdown for the home team. The Pride now up by 11. The Vipers come right back. Number 19 connected with his man on this one. That set up a 36-yard field goal. Answering right back, the Pride winning by 8. Number 7 would find his target on this one, and that will do it. The Pride are up big at the half, 17-6.
All right, good work, partner.
The Pride get the ball first this half, and another score by them could really open up this game. They currently lead 17-6. Now let's get to the game.
Start of the third quarter from Pride Park. Tallahassee been kept quiet just a bit today, but have pulled ahead, up 11. And they get the ball to start the second half from their 25-yard line. Cleveland's defense has to consider the first half a victory. They give up 43.5 points per game this year. Just 17 on the board for the Pride. 3 receivers for Alexander West. And West fires down the middle. That pass is caught for a first down. Tallahassee Pride of the 41. Asante Dolman on the catch. First and 10 of the 41. The balance today from Tallahassee in their receiving core, quite impressive. Jordan Jennings has been their main man so far this year. Back to throw is West down the middle. Pass caught. A perfect pass to Jordan Jennings for another Tallahassee Pride first down. Jennings, number 4 in the league, averaging 138 receiving yards per game. He is number 5 in the league in receptions per game, averaging 8.5. 17 overall this season. Back to pass is Alexander West. Steps up in the pocket. West caught to the 16. Alexander West has started the second half on point. Calvin Kidd with the catch. Kidd on a double move into his zone. And despite the double coverage, still makes the play. Tallahassee 4th in the league in first downs per game, averaging 18. And they've got a few here on the opening drive of the second half. Two receivers, short right-hand side. Kidd takes the swing out with blockers, and Dwayne Lane gets punched at the 13. 3-yard gain. Brings up second down, 7. Couple minutes into the second half, 17-6 Pride over the Vipers. Coming up tomorrow, Sunday Showcase. Game of the week, 1-1 DC Dragons, 1-1 Minneapolis Maulers. Somebody's going 1-2 heading into week 5 as Dwayne Lane takes a carry for his second touchdown of the day. Touchdown, Tallahassee Pride. Tallahassee has opened it up to start the second half. Cleveland starting to fall behind and fall apart. High snap, kick is good despite the diving efforts from the Vipers special teams. 24-6. A tough Tallahassee defense coming back out onto the field. We talked to owner Frank Gooden about his risk in doing something that's never been done before. A gold and a silver on the defensive line.
being the first owner to try a gold and silver on the defensive line as defensive ends, that was very intentional. And it mainly comes out of my pet peeve. I don't like getting third down conversions posted up against me. So, you know, if we get third down, we want to be able to close the deal. So the best way to do that, or one of the best ways to do that, is to be able to get pressure on that quarterback if it's a pass play. So that's what those defensive ends are all about. We want to put that money where our mouth is, or put the talent where the focus is, by going ahead and putting those defensive ends and obviously getting some pressure on that quarterback if we can, make the quarterback uncomfortable. Against the running game, we want to be able to set the edge. So we're working on that. With a little coaching up, we feel like both Taylor and Lee can set that edge and make it easier for those linebackers to come in and make plays on the running backs. I do like how they've been able to do that in general in our training, in our practice sessions, and so we're hoping to be able to continue that. They've definitely helped with the secondary. In our first preseason game, we got 4 big picks, and that was a big reason why we were able to pull out that win at the end. So they're looking good. We'll see at the end of the season if we can make a claim for best defense. You know, Ramos, he's got those 2 gold safeties back there, and they're beasts, and you know, they're operating from a similar principle, but they're attacking it a little bit differently. So it'll be interesting. And there's a few other defenses in the league that can make that claim, that have a chance to make that claim. So we just want to get in the mix.
Second down and 7. Gooden's defense so far off to a good start, but Scott King makes a brilliant play to get the Vipers down the field. Chris Davis takes a second straight handoff, left-hand side, picks up a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up a 3rd down and short. McCullum on the tackle. 8.5 to go in the 3rd. This is a very important drive for Cleveland. Even a field goal keeps it a 2-score game, or gets it back to a 2-score game. They're just a bit outside on the range on this drive. I formation. They're going to hand it off. 3rd straight time to Davis, and Davis picks up just 2 yards. Davis now 70 yards on 21 carries, and that's one of the things that you scratch your head about with this Viper offense. You throw it deep to Scott King. He's caught all 5 passes thrown his way, and then after the big play in the passing game, you run it 3 straight times and unable to get 10 yards. It's a bit baffling. A 4th down and 2. The Cleveland Viper offense is on the field. Down 18. They could kick a 49-yard field goal, and it looks like they're just trying to draw the Pride offside, and it's not going to happen. Cleveland's going to have to burn a timeout, and let's see if they punt the ball to try to pin the Pride deep, or they bring out the field goal kicker. I think it's worth the risk to bring out the kicker, because you cut it to a 15-point game and you keep yourself in it. The Pride have scored touchdowns and really have gotten points on their last 4 drives of this game, so you can't really risk giving them the ball back here without getting some points, I wouldn't think. And that's exactly what Cleveland is going to do. They're going to attempt the long field goal. This one from 48 yards away from the left hash. Barber is 2 for 2 today, but this by far is his longest kick. 48-yard kick is missed. No good. Got to take your shot, but Barber, I think he was even short on the kick. It might not get a good look here. Looked like the ball just was short. Didn't even have the leg. Decent accuracy over to the left-hand side, but Tallahassee takes over and the Vipers come away with no points. Cleveland suffering here in the 3rd quarter, 24-6. West out of the shotgun with Lane, who's got 2 touchdown runs to his right. West back to pass, floats it down the middle, intercepted. Cameron Brantley, who has just not had the year that many in Cleveland expected him to have, especially coming off of an all-star year. Usually makes that play, can't bring it down, brings up 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
Kidd, 7 catches, 115 yards today on 8 targets. He has been crucial to West and this system today. Back to pass, West looking his way, and Kidd's got the catch and the speed down the sideline of the 14. Calvin Kidd with his best day as a member of the Pride, and it's 1st down, Tallahassee. And what's interesting is it's Calvin Kidd, not Jordan Jennings, making the big plays for Tallahassee in the passing game today. He'll have career numbers today when it's all said and done. Three receivers, Kidd to the bottom of the screen. That is the matchup that Tallahassee is taking advantage of. Non-star corner on Braun's receiver. Back to pass is West. West hit as he threw. Pass caught over the middle, but Brantley there quickly to bring him down. Still a 4-yard gain for the Pride. And again, if you're Cleveland, you got to play the numbers game here. If you hold them to 3, it's a 3-score game. Go down and make the offense happen, and you're right back in the ball game. 2nd down and 6 from the 10, and offside, free play. Bad penalty for Cleveland. It's not going to matter. That pass is caught down to the 2-yard line. That's Calvin Kidd again. 1st and goal, Tallahassee. Could this be Dwayne Lane's 3rd rushing touchdown of the day?
Neutral zone infraction, number 91. Defense.
Pitch and catch for Alexander West for most of the day. They officially mark it at the 1-yard line. Two receivers, one to either side. Lane in the backfield looking for the trifecta. And off Lane. Dwayne Lane running backwards. He lost 4 yards. Lane today 70 yards, averaging 6.4 yards a carry. Pretty nice day for Lane. Tallahassee is last in the league, averaging just 67 rushing yards per game, so Lane is over that average. So look at Elfage. Another guy who's been an overperformer in the past that hasn't really shown up this year for the Vipers. 2nd down and goal, 2 in the backfield, handoff Lane around the left-hand side this time. Lane drags the defensive tackle for a couple, but Cleveland sets up a 3rd down and goal. Can the Pride punch it home? 3rd and goal from the 3. 9 in the box for Cleveland. And they're going to throw it. And West is going to throw an incomplete pass. What a jump on the football. Koyama Shigeki makes the best defensive play he's had this year, looking for Calvin Kidd. And Shigeki just flew right into the vicinity of the pass and knocked it down swiftly, right before Calvin Kidd was about to make it 30-6. Cleveland gets an important goal line stand and keeps themselves in the ball game. Crucial stop there for the Vipers. Tallahassee chip shot from 20 yards, and that's going to be good. 99 out of 100. So it's a 3-touchdown game. Cleveland has been outscored 10-0 here in the 3rd quarter, but still have 4 minutes and 50 seconds to rectify that situation. So again, the Sunday showcase, game of the week, 1-1 DC Dragons, 1-1 Minneapolis Maulers. Unfortunately, Greg Morris will not be here commentating with me. He had something come up and he alerted me yesterday that he was not going to be able to attend, so that's disappointing, I know, for you all, but he says he should be back and ready to go for the rest of the year. starting with Santa Fe and Baltimore 2 Sundays away. And then Monday night, Money Monday, don't forget you can win money in the chat. It's quick and easy, and you get it instantly. Orlando at Santa Fe as the Intimidators try to snap an 0-2 record. 3 receivers for Caleb Wright. Davis in the backfield, and Cleveland is down 21. Right back to throw, flips it outside, pass caught by Christ, and Christ steps out of bounds after a 6-yard gain. Christ has been kept down for most of the day and really most of the season. They just have not been able to utilize him as much as they want to. He's got some speed, though. Second down and 4 at the 34. 3 receivers, 2 to the left-hand side, and that's where Davis runs. And Davis has some blockers. Did not get enough for the first down, however. Will set up a 3rd down and inches. And Davis has passed Lane in the yards department. Cleveland is much better in the rushing attack. 8th in the SFL. And off Davis, 3rd down and inches, and that has been a problem for Cleveland all season long. On 3rd down and short, they can't pick up 1 or 2 yards. They just can't pick them up. They just can't move the chain. I mean, these aren't 3rd down and 10, 3rd down and 15 type plays. These are 3rd down and short yard situations, and Chris Davis is just not delivering for Cleveland. Vipers punted away, live to fight another day from the 24-yard line. Big hit on the Pride returner. Even Minardi, the punter, doing some jawing. First down Tallahassee, and they could potentially put this game away here with another touchdown. Alexander West very efficient today. Neither team has turned the ball over. West had an interception problem against Baltimore. Back to pass. West deep drop back, checks it down. Pass caught from left to right. A 6-yard gain. That's Jordan Jennings. I am excited to see what the stats look like for all of these receivers. And for Alexander West, we know he's got 327 yards and a touchdown, but that rating is pretty dang good. Second and 4 at the 33. And the handoff goes to Lane, and Lane to the outside, lost 4. Nice tackle made by Cameron Brantley in the backfield. That'll set up a 3rd down and long for Tallahassee, and if you're Cleveland, no time to panic here. Just got to figure out how to get some big plays to go for points. They've had a few big plays in this game, but tackled in the midfield and then just can't move ahead from there. West down the middle, and the pass is incomplete. There is a flag on the play, and that came in late, which leads you to believe that this might be a 1st down for Tallahassee.
Pass interference, number 21.
Interference is the call. Spot foul to the Tallahassee 45-yard line. And let's get another look at it. Free safety, non-star, backing up and trying to defend this play, and I don't really see the issue with what he did. Bang, bang play. That is a tough break for Cleveland.
Let's go.
1st down and 10 at the 45. Tallahassee on the move once again. And West changing the play. West handoff to Lane, and he is brought down. Check Congo. Big stop in the backfield. Dwayne Lane slow to get up. He's taking a couple of crunchers on this drive. 2nd and long. If it weren't for that PI, Tallahassee would already be off the field. This has not been a good drive for them. Three receivers, two to the left-hand side for West. Out of the shotgun, 3-4 defense. Back to pass, West down the field, off the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. Russell makes the hit there, and he says, hey, that pass was tipped. I can hit him whenever I want. Kelvin Kidd, who's been so terrific today, drops the ball. And he should have had that one. Asante Dolman was open too. And Kidd paid for it, trying to make the catch, trying to reel it in. He gets picked up off his feet. Third down, 13. Trips right. 4-3 look out of the defense. Back to pass. West has to check it down. And good pursuit there by the Vipers. That leaves Tallahassee short of scoring. Kelvin Kidd with yet another catch. Pretty sure now he has 10 today. But the Pride have to kick it away, and it remains a 3-touchdown deficit for Cleveland. Sloppy possession there for the Pride.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm coming. I'm blocking.
And they'll punt it away. They did, however, manage to flip field position. Good kick from the 15. Cleveland, oh boy, for a minute there I thought Cleveland had a chance to go the distance on that return, but a nice hit by the Pride at the last second. Forces regular field position at the 18. So the question remains, can Cleveland get out of the rut and find their offense, averaging just 14.5 points per game this season? Two receivers, one to either side. Handoff, Davis. Davis left, has some space. Davis just can't make a man miss. And I would look at Chris Davis as I look at Pete Bruschi so far this season. The two running backs of the gold variety, both wearing the same number actually, just look a step slow. They just look like they're having trouble getting their feet under them and making cuts. And it's been a problem this year for Davis. Second down and 6. They hand it off again to Davis on a delayed handoff. Davis going to break a tackle, but only picks up 2 yards. And here we go again on the third down and short. Cleveland continues to be reluctant to pass. And if they run it again on 3rd and 4, I have a feeling that Floyd Lee, Ebenezer Taylor, and that front four of Tallahassee is going to shut that down. They go with a front 3-4 defense. Likely the final play of the third quarter. 2 backs in the backfield. Caleb Wright will hand it off, and that is going to be a loss of 4. Ebenezer Taylor, the prediction comes true, and when you're that predictable, you're going to have problems. Cleveland will have to punt it away. And in the third quarter, Tallahassee 27, Cleveland 6. We'll be back for the conclusion of Saturday afternoon football on the Sim Football Network on Twitch in a moment.
Attention. Highlights coming up. Featuring the best simulation football anywhere.
Baltimore's been able to get some pressure. Matsumoto's in trouble. Matsumoto being chased off his back foot, hurls it down the field. Oh! Thomas Gunner caught it at the 15. Play of the year. Oh my goodness. Thomas Gunner killing my voice too. First down in the red zone. Play of the year. You gotta be kidding.
Watch the game live at simulationfl.com.
Following the Viper punt, Tallahassee will take over excellent field goal or field position at midfield. Cleveland hanging on by a thread with a chance at a comeback. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, right-hand side. West back to pass. Gonna float it down the middle, and a beautiful one-handed grab from Jordan Jennings. And there are the numbers on the 2 stud receivers. Kelvin Kidd still outdueling Jennings today, but Jennings is putting up some solid numbers, and that was his prettiest catch of the day. Sticks the mid out there. First down and 10 to the 33. West back to pass, gonna go deep, down the right side, diving catch is made! Kelvin Kidd does it again! Catch number 11 for Kelvin Kidd today, a career high. First down for the Pride. A non-turnover puts it away. 2 receivers, Kidd in the slot. 3 down linemen for Cleveland. West back to throw. West goes down the middle. The pass is caught. That is a touchdown. Tallahassee Pride. Jordan Jennings gets his first of the day. Jennings laying out for that one. That was pretty. Extra point for the Pride is good, 34-6. Tallahassee now well on their way to 2-1. Heading into their bye week, that's got to feel pretty good. Their rematch against the Orlando Intimidators, their Florida rivals, is their next game 12 days away on Thursday Night Football. Orlando won't have as big of a break. They play Monday night against Santa Fe. And Cleveland gets up to the 27. Vipers continue to look for answers. Did not score a touchdown in the Santa Fe game. Managed 3 touchdown drives against the Honolulu Legends. But once again here today, no touchdowns. 3 receivers, 2 in the backfield for Caleb Wright. He will hand it off to Chris Davis. Davis has a seam. Davis breaks a tackle to the 45-yard line. Chris Davis, one of his better runs of the day. That will get him near 100 yards. And picks up a Viper first down. Ebenezer Taylor got turned around and then got caught behind the play. O'Neal and Mixon on the tackle. You could see Ebenezer Taylor in the background of that replay. He's just pushing people, and they are just going to the ground. Guys of force. 1st and 10 from the 45. Empty backfield. 4 receivers for Cleveland. Hand off right back to pass, excuse me. Deep drop back, goes down the field. The pass could have been a touchdown, and it's dropped. That was White going deep again. Found the connection earlier in the ball game, but White misses out on an opportunity at a Viper touchdown, and it's just been that type of, I mean to say game, but really that type of year for this Cleveland organization. 2nd down and 10 at the 45 out of the shotgun for Caleb Wright. 5 in the box. 4-1-6 look out of the defense. Back to throw, right, swings it outside, caught. 3-yard gain, Noel Price, brings up third down. Cleveland has given up at least 34 points in all 3 of their first games. Scott King, I mean, you got a silver receiver and he's targeted 5 times. That's just not going to get it done. Third down, 7 from the 49. Right back to pass, right down the middle. That pass caught for first down to the 39-yard line of Tallahassee. That's Chris Davis out of the backfield. Davis, not normally used in the passing attack here in Cleveland, but he goes on a seam route up the middle, and Slater too late to react. Clock ticking on Cleveland. Be the first 0-3 team in the league this year. 1-7 last year. First down and 10 at the 39. 3 in the backfield. Handoff to Davis, and you could see from the very beginning the entire Tallahassee defensive front was in the backfield. Slater again there on the tackle. Second down and 11. Coming up on 9 to go in the ball game. Tallahassee is taking care of business today. Empty backfield for Caleb Wright on 2nd and long. And Wright will dump it off short, but Davis well defended, incomplete. And if you're going to take 7 steps back, you might as well chuck it down the field. Third down 11 for Cleveland. Check down, 4th down. Tomorrow's matchup, very interesting between DC and Minneapolis. You've got Freeman Goodspeed, poor guy, former Viper receiver, just getting his feet wet in the running department. Had a few touchdowns this year in his first couple of games, and to suffer an injury, the same injury that his teammate did, that is a tough pill to swallow. But Minneapolis looks like they're going to be okay. Played a brilliant game against Oklahoma City, and no doubt will be ready to go against the Dragons. Punt inside the 10. It will roll to the 6-yard line. Nicely done by Minardi.
First and 10 from your pride, 6-yard line.
First down and 10 at the 6.
Switch! Black! 68! Switch! Black!
2 in the backfield. Hand off to Lane, trying to stretch it outside, and he gets 1, which every yard helps down here in the end zone. 65 yards, 15 carries. That's a solid 5 yards per carry for Dwayne Lane today. Right around the Tallahassee average for rushing yards.
From your pride, 7-yard line.
Down! Watch the pass! Here it comes! Watch the throw! Watch the throw!
West back to pass, standing in his end zone, needs to get it away. Deep ball left side, caught to the 36-yard line. Jordan Jennings. A 29-yard first down, Tallahassee Pride. Jennings and Kelvin Kidd are in a battle right now to see who can top the stat board. Back and forth they go as Alexander West just continues to rack up the yardage. We appreciate those of you who have stayed with us here during another blowout. Automaton JCG, Dark Destro MD, Gweed 23 as West checks down to Lane. I'm your hero, Jason 7430, Mymaj C, Ramos Lynn, Spectacular Pooh 1424, Storm Warnings, TJ Kagas of LT, Paternity True Shot Color 1, Tristed Symphonic Z, Xanthos and X Factor 56. 413 yards of passing today and 2 touchdowns, no picks for Alexander West, nearing a near perfect quarterback rating. He has had a field day against the Vipers. And Tallahassee has scored a season-high 34 points. West swings it outside, Dolman on the catch, and it takes 2 people to tackle that hefty lefty. A 9-yard gain brings up 3rd and 1. If you're new to the SFL, Money Mondays allows you to win money instantly in our chat room during the game. Monday nights, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. We give you 2 questions to answer, and the links on where to answer those questions at the end of the first quarter. And then in the second half, you find out if you are the winner. Money Mondays here on the Sim Football Network on Twitch as Lane picks up the first down. This week's matchup, the Orlando Intimidators and the Santa Fe Gorillas. Thursday night, Oklahoma City avoided 0-3 and knocked off an undefeated. Can the Orlando Intimidators do the same Monday night against Santa Fe, who struggled mightily on offense in the turnover department against Honolulu just 5 days ago as Lane loses 2 yards. Ahmad Arrington, who's been very quiet today, along with Cameron Brantley on the tackle, brings up 2nd down and 12, and that clock is ticking. Now down to 5:13 to go. This drive started on the 6-yard line for Tallahassee. They have burned a lot of clock. 2 backs, 2 receivers. 5 down linemen for Cleveland. Showing an outside blitz. They bring it, and Dwayne Lane is going to be shut down by it. Now down to 68 yards, and he had 40 of those yards on 1 carry. So otherwise, he's had about 28 yards on 16 carries, which is not good. Hasn't mattered today as the Pride defense has been plenty good enough with or without Dwayne Lane. The 2 touchdowns help his stat line. 4 receivers, 2 to either side, ball in the right hash. 5 down lineman again for Cleveland. West back to throw. West pressure. Congo got a hit on him, and the pass is picked off. Picked off by Russell, and he takes a big shot. And that ruins Alexander West's perfect day. And Cleveland will take over at the Tallahassee 48-yard line. So Chad Russell comes up with a big play as Chick Congo applied the pressure, looking for Dwayne Lane out of the backfield, and Russell just picked the pocket. So Cleveland might be able to salvage some points here in the final 4:22. Four receivers for Wright, the lefty, back to pass. Right out to King, that's a 3-yard gain. The Vipers have been a little bit more balanced today. Chris Davis has not been gashed, but when he's gotten his opportunities, he has failed on them. Second down, 7 from the 45. Wright changing the play. 4 wide receivers set, 5 in the box for Tallahassee. In man coverage. Wright back to pass. Wright check down, and stone hands is the receiver. That was Davis. Man, Chris Davis. This kid is not paying off for Cleveland. Gold Star back should be better than this. Goodness gracious. Not top 10, anyone? Third down, 7 at the 45. 34-6. The Pride are going to go to 2-1. Cleveland going to drop to the bottom of the league at 0-3. Only other winless team is the Orlando Intimidators, who've been in the playoffs all 4 years. Deep ball down the field is incomplete. Beautifully defended. We haven't gotten to say his name a lot today, but Darian McCormick makes the stop on Scott King. First time King has been targeted without a catch. And it's 4th down, Cleveland. Will they go for it here? Fourth down, 7. They will go for it. Right to throw. Right looking, all kinds of time. The pass caught over the middle. Scott King comes up big for Cleveland as the Vipers move the chains on 4th down. The Tallahassee 28-yard line. Right, deep ball. That pass is incomplete again. Well defended this time by Julius O'Neal. Sets up a 2nd and 10, and O'Neal has been shutting down Noel Christ all day. Second and 10 to the 28 for Wright. Cleveland trying to make this last 3 minutes and 52 seconds just a little bit more interesting. 5 wide receiver set. Wright back to throw. Wright going to fling it out. Right side pass caught. That is a touchdown. Cleveland. Noel Christ gets the first touchdown of the day for the Vipers and their first touchdown on the road this season. Christ beats his man off the ball. Beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. And Cleveland has cut it to a 3-score game. I imagine we'll see an onside kick here from the Vipers. They only have 2 timeouts left. Got to give yourself a shot. Caleb Wright finally finds the end zone today without Chris Davis, and it's 34-13. Chris Davis, obviously not one of the faster backs in the league. They need to find a way to just punch it up the gut with Davis. He is not an outside the tackles runner. At least he doesn't appear that way. Onside kick for Cleveland. Vipers bounce it up. It's a bobbled ball. Ball is loose, and Cleveland recovers. Cleveland recovers the onside kick, and that's the 2nd time an onside kick has been recovered here at Pride Park this season. And the last time, Orlando recovered the onside kick, and then the next play threw an interception. But Tallahassee needs to work on their onside kick coverage. They have not been good. 1st and 10 to the 41. Empty backfield for Caleb Wright. 1st and 10. Starts the drive. Right deep drop back. All kinds of time to throw. Throws it deep to the left-hand side. And look at that! Deja vu in Tallahassee. The pass is picked off. Interception by Darian McCormick. And that puts that to rest. Double cover. Darian McCormick had to reach way back for that one, and Caleb Wright just forced the ball.
Let's go.
1st and 10 of the 44. Tallahassee has a chance to just run this clock out. Back to throw, West. Still airing it out, West through another pick. Jim Hartwig, the non-star corner, with the interception. And these 2 quarterbacks who were interceptionless all day long have thrown 3 picks in the last couple of minutes, and Cleveland gets it back. First down and 10 at the 30. 2 in the backfield, Wright back to pass. Wright going deep in the pass. Oh! King held on to the football. What a hit. I don't know how King is still even breathing. That was amazing. King's going to make another catch. 2nd and 3 to the 45. You've got to be kidding me. Scott King. Bones of steel, and that pass is caught again. That time it's Noel Christ. No, check that, the non-star receiver out of the slot. 1st and 10, under 3 minutes to go. Right again, back to pass. Right over the middle, caught. That's a gain of 9. Christ on the reception. What a catch from Scott King. Right. Check down. First down. Gain of 4 to the 20. And this is what Caleb Wright can do. He is showing the Cleveland coaching staff right now that they need to put the game plan on his back. That pass is caught. How is that caught in double coverage? A laser from Caleb Wright. First and goal from the 9. Right back to throw. Going to roll out left. Needs to get away. He's sacked. Never roll the way of Ebenezer Taylor. That ain't going to get the job done. Second and goal back at the 16. Right, 3-step drop. Check down Davis. Davis can't make anybody miss. And it's third and goal from way back there. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pride Radio Network as the Pride defense gets their heads on straight.
Get some Pride on 1010 AM WJGL, The Jungle Sports Radio.
Third and goal for the 15. A nonchalant crowd here in Tallahassee most of the day. Now getting loud. They don't want to see their lead evaporate. Right to the end zone, and the pass is off the head. No, it's incomplete. Ivan Mixon got his hands on it, but he was standing out of bounds. Fourth down to go for the 15, and Cleveland has no choice but to go for it. Well, you get all the way down here in the red zone, and then you can't punch it in. That is gut-wrenching for the Vipers. Fourth down and goal, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. 4 down linemen, a dime look for the Pride. Low snap, right, back to pass against the pressure. Hensey throw, there's a penalty marker, it's on Cleveland. It's going to be declined, and the Pride will take over in need of just 1 first down.
Ineligible receiver, number 73. The penalty is
So the pressure once again on Cleveland quarterback Caleb Wright makes the Vipers empty, as Tallahassee will maintain their comfortable lead. It was getting a little worrisome there. Tallahassee could have done a better job of closing this game out today, but still a solid showing. Back to pass. Backups are in. Pass is caught for a 3-yard gain. Cleveland's going to call a timeout. They have 1 left. So Tallahassee makes it through another game healthy. That's always a good sign. Usually you got to be healthy to make it all the way in this league, or any league for that matter. Second and 7 from the 18, hand off to, and that is almost a first down. Backup number 35 is in. Cleveland is out of timeouts. That is Perry on the carry. Third and 1 at the 24. First down ends the game. Handoff won't get the first down. Be 4th down and 1 for the Pride. They should just go for it. They'll likely punt it away here, and Cleveland will get 1 last shot at padding the stats and the score. Dan Stevens, Peter O'Keefe coming up with your post-game highlight stats and analysis. The 2K Sports post-game show.
Let's like the punt! Let's go, yo! Let's go! Let's go!
Down to 5 on the play clock. Tallahassee going to run it down as much as they can. From the 38. Vipers, big return and a crushing hit after that. Sets them up 1st and 10 at the 45. So Another rough day for the Cleveland Vipers. Tallahassee in control really from the start of the second quarter on. First quarter, Cleveland pretty good out there, but offensively just didn't get Caleb Wright going, and too little too late once again for Cleveland. Rips left, right back to pass. Wright dumps it short, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver.
Second and 10.
4 tackles, 2 sacks today for Ebenezer Taylor. Right back to pass. Right down the middle. That pass caught for a first down. Tallahassee misread that play up to the Pride 43-yard line. And Caleb Wright still making things happen. Spikes the ball with 36 seconds to go. It'll be second and 10. The Pride 2-1 could have been 3-0 if it wasn't for that poor second half against Baltimore when the Crabs came to life. Tallahassee will be out of this stadium for a while on a bye, on a road trip to Orlando. Right to throw. Swings it outside. That pass incomplete. Third down 10. I don't think anyone's left their seat here in Pride Park. Another full house today. Third down and 10 to the 43. Right back to pass. Going to go deep in one-on-one coverage. The pass is tipped and incomplete. Scott King, 14 targets, 10 receptions. Not a bad day at the end of the stat sheet. They just got to figure out how to get him more involved more consistently. Now it's 4th and 10 at the 26-yard line. Or I'm sorry, at the 43-yard line with 28 seconds to go. Empty backfield, 5 wide for Caleb Wright. They need the 33. Wright to throw. Wright floats one, and it's caught at the 21. A 22-yard pickup to the non-star on 4th down, and Cleveland has been all right on 4th down. They spike it with 14 seconds to go. Caleb Wright just doing what he can to salvage another poor performance out of Cleveland's offense. Defense was not terrible today. They give up 34 points, which you don't like to do, but the Viper defense did force a couple of turnovers. They shut down the running game. But the offense has to get more consistent, more balanced quickly. Back to pass. And Wright hit as he threw, and it's nearly taken away. Third down and 10, down to 8 seconds left in this one as Taylor applied more quarterback pressure. .299 yards for the Vipers. Old Star quarterback looking for a 300-yard day. Back to pass, right to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Noel Kreis, back-to-back touchdowns here in the 4th quarter. And Cleveland ends up making it a 2-touchdown game at the end of the day. Not a bad end to Cleveland's afternoon as Wright steps up in the pocket and put that ball right where it needed to go. And this won't look as pretty for Tallahassee in the box score later. Extra point is up and good, 34-20. Let's see if the Pride can handle an onside kick this time. Onside kick. And another bouncing ball, but I believe it did not go 10 yards. Cleveland recovered the onside kick.
Onside kick did not travel 10 yards. Number 2.
That's too bad for Cleveland because they recovered yet another onside kick. But illegal touching is going to give Tallahassee the football, and we're going to hit our final play of the game. Or no, we're going to move it back. Wow, we're going to move it back 5 yards. And Cleveland gets another chance at the onside kick. Interesting. I've never seen that rule come up in all-pro football. But this should run the clock out. And that is caught. And that is the end of the ball game. So Cleveland makes it respectable on the board. Dan and Peter not available, so I'll stick with you for the post-game show. 502 total yards of offense for the Pride today as they get the 34-20 victory and improve to 2-1, which is now third place in the Teal Conference. Dwayne Lane today, 2 rushing touchdowns. That'll help his stats. Ivan Mixon led the game in tackles with 8. Good day for the free safety. Ebenezer Taylor adds 2 more sacks to his season high total of 5. Alexander West ends up with 420 yards passing. Caleb Wright with 319. Deep ball there to King. Pretty play. West to Kelvin Kidd. The guy was money all day long. Dwayne Lane, 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's what he ends up with. A beautiful catch there by Kelvin Kidd, getting his hands onto the football. That set up Tallahassee for another score. Chris Davis had a couple of big runs today, but for the most part, just looked slow within the offense. They got to get him between the tackles a little bit more moving forward. West started a pick machine there late in the fourth quarter. He ended up throwing 2 in the ball game, right through 1 as well. But Caleb Wright finds Noel Price for his first touchdown of the half. That made things interesting. Off the pick. Right deep ball following that onside kick recovery, and McCormick takes it back the other way. McCormick, one of those bronze stars who's been very impressive in the opening part of the season. But just too much Alexander West today, despite the poor couple of throws at the end of the ball game. From all of us at Pride Park here in Tallahassee, Florida, this has been a presentation of the Sim Football Network on Twitch. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. Don't miss tomorrow's game, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. It's the Sunday showcase between the 1-1 Minneapolis Maulers and the 1-1 DC Dragons. 2 of the top Sim gamers around as the Dragons and Maulers try to avoid a 1-2 start. See you on the flip side as you look at our player of the game. It's Kelvin Kidd, 202 yards receiving. First Pride receiver to ever have 200 receiving yards in a game. This is the Simulation Football League, and we are out. Have a great Saturday, everybody.